Today's video is sponsored by OneFootball, available now on the Apple App Store and the Android Play Store. Get all the latest news, fixtures, videos, scores, stats, and key dates for your favorite football teams from around the globe. It's free to download, and of course the link is in the description. If you love football, if you love the game, download the app today. So welcome, ladies and gentlemen, we're back today. We're taking on Olympic Lyon. We're going to hopefully get 2 games in today's episode, and we're going to be mixing it up as well. I'm going to try something that I don't normally try, but playing Superstar so far, and obviously you guys have seen the matches, you know, it's been good in the league. Yes, we're in pole position. But, you know, we played some of the worst teams in the league, and it's still been a struggle because they've just been too clinical. So I'm going to try this for the sake of trying it and see what happens. So I'm going to put it down to top player. I don't normally do this, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to see if there really is a huge difference between top player, because I really haven't even tried top player since the game came out months and months and months ago, and compare it to Superstar and see how different it really is. If we end up battering Lyon today or whatever, obviously we'll go back to Superstar. But I'm going to try out top player, maybe even for 2 matches here. Obviously, we're not doing well in the Champions League anyway, so I don't mind if we win this one, or we have to win this one. So I think it's just a good way to try it out. Okay, we're going to give it a shot. So this is the lineup we're going to play. Slightly different with the personnel. We're going to go for Navas. We're going to go for Marcelo that comes in. He's up for it. We're going to go Nacho, Vallejo and Cavajal, because Vallejo's up for it. Cavajal is, and Nacho's pretty solid. Varane needs a bit of a rest. He's also down as well. Now, in the middle, we're going to go slightly different in the sense that Toni Kroos and now this one, Ceballos is what I'm going to go with. I'm going to go for it. I've looked it up. It's Ceballos is what I'm getting. If it's wrong, sue me. But that's what we're going to be going for. I'm going to start Brahim Diaz. Yes. Haven't started him at all, but he's buzzing. And having a look at the guy, only 19, has very good unwavering balance. So I want to give him a shot today, see how he does. And we're going to go for Junior, Son, and Hazard up top. And if changes need to be done, there's plenty of them on the bench, of course. Diaz, Ziyech, Asensio, and co. So that's the lineup. That's what we're going to be trying today. Let's give it a bash. Now, as you looked at the lineup there, yeah, Simeone's in the lineup again. I have got a mod on PC where I can actually change the... I can switch teams. So what I'm probably going to do is just go in there, take off Simeone, because he doesn't play for Lyon. He's a legend, for God's sake. So I'm going to take him out, but it's going to mean 1 less sub for Lyon. But I'm going to do that right at the start of the game, and then we'll dive into the action. So we'll have 2 episodes today, or 2 matches, hopefully. Trying top player. Let's give it a shot. If it's too easy, then we know it's too easy. If it's more realistic, then okay. But I hope you guys do enjoy it. Smash the like button, and let's do it. So we're back in the UEFA Champions League in an ever-enticing matchup. Real Madrid taking on Olympic Lyon. The last time these 2 met was a 4-1 win, wasn't it, for the French side? Too good for Luigi's team, and they know the pressure that mounts today. They have to get those 3 points. They have to win today's match. So Real Madrid know they have to get off to a good start. Today's matchup, Champions League, just hasn't gone well for them so far this season. But if they can win the final 3 matches, it would probably be enough to put them through. And here is Junior. Always a threat. Back to Cavajal. Real Madrid not opting to strike it. Toni Kroos wants to get it on the right foot, left foot, back inside. Eden Hazard flicks it on. It's all a little bit tight, but it's back to Hazard! What a finish, what a goal, and what a start here at the Santiago Bernabeu. Well, we know what this guy's capable of. And they just get working it forward. It was back to the Belgian international, wallops it into the far corner. Will they make some changes and some transfers come January time? You expect they would. They didn't really have time to replace the likes of Ramos before. It's a fantastic challenge there on Hazard. Just stuck out of foot. Memphis for Kurt. Now on his bike, fed up the line. Vallejo comes across. Good challenge by the centre-back, though. He's done well there. And even picks out Junior. Tony Kroos with a long searching pass. Didn't quite hit his man. Well lays it on, but there he is again, Vallejo. It's a good young little player. Brahim Diaz. Another player that gets a start today. Looking for Son. Fantastic turn, and there's a second goal. Oh, Real Madrid. Oh, it's not Son, it's Eden Hazard again. I thought it was Son. I'm going to put my glasses on. What a finish, though, by the Belgian international yet again. Yes, he's playing a little bit wider, but it doesn't mean he can't come into the middle of the park. He picks this up. Look how quickly he turns his man. It fires it into the far corner. Real Madrid 2, Lyon 0. After 20 minutes, they have a 2-goal cushion. As they say, though, a 2-0 lead is one of the hardest leads to maintain, and this is why. Shinji Kagawa lays it back inside. Actually came, I think, his own player there. And well played, Nacho. Hazard now. He's on course for a hat-trick. He's feeling the buzz. And away he goes. Diaz. Son. Back to Hazard. Is he going to get the hat-trick? Not quite, but he'll take a corner. Now Lyon just got to do a little bit better in the final third. Real Madrid, they obviously want to increase their goal difference because it took a bit of a hit. Here is Memphis. They let him turn. And Navas pulls off a good save. Foucault will swing it in here. The in-swinger. Not a bad ball, but cleared away well. Hazard gets it down. And now here comes Son. Doesn't have too many options, but he's got Junior. And he'll just take it down the byline. Back to Carvajal. He's got Tony Kroos in the middle. And we know he's got a good effort, a good strike on him. Real Madrid get the luck of the draw with a corner. Marcelo coming across, but Tony Kroos is going to ignore him. And he tried to find Son. He did find him. It was a good effort. Just maybe got up a little bit too early. Here's Diaz. Delivered in. There is a header. And it was looping as well, wasn't it? By Dembele. Straight from the training ground, this one. Navas didn't know much about it. Just got a hand up. It's better by Lyon. We'll play Tony Kroos. And he actually has found Hazard now with a lot of space. Son. Flicks it on. This is nicely worked. Out wide to find Junior. Oh, he tried to cut back with the old Cruyff turn. Didn't quite work out the way he intended. And now here comes Lyon again. We're back and forth, as you would expect. Kagawa. Fed through. And that's going to be comfortable for Navas. And that should sum up a pretty entertaining first half. But it's Eden Hazard who's stolen the show. 2 goals in the opening 20 minutes. So the second half begins. We have had a change. Junior's come off and Diaz has come on. So we have 2 Diazes on the field now. That will give Real Madrid a little bit more of an aerial threat, as you would expect. Hazard's actually going to drop a little bit deeper as well and almost pick up the loose balls. Here he is again. Oh, he's such a constant threat, but couldn't find the target. More importantly, though, this is a real chance for Tony Kroos, because we know the kind of ability that he has. And that, well, it was a whisker, wasn't it? The goalie was stranded. Keeps possession. Kagawa, haven't seen enough of him in this matchup. And here is a chance. Oh, Diaz wanted to quickly try and find Son. Well, this is where Lyon can be very dangerous. And that's a good-looking pass. There's a first-time strike, but always heading wide. But that's better by them. Watch Memphis there. Fed it on, made a little run down the left-hand side. But defensively, Vallejo had his bearings pretty spot on. Applauding the pass. Ceballos Dispossessed, though. And Dembele. Towards Dembele. Memphis can be very confusing at times. You've got two real Dembeles playing. A couple of Diaz's as well. Here is Son. Good acceleration. Back to Diaz. Son once more. It's all very close in the middle. Hazard wants it back, finds it. Can he get his hat-trick? No, he's pulled it again with a left peg this time. We saw it in the first half with the right foot. It was a very tough angle, but just the movement by him is always so quick. Knows what he wants to do. But that was a tough finish. Well, Eden Hazard, probably man of the match today, will be replaced with Ziyech and Asensio. Carvajal swings it round the other way to find Marcelo. Up the line. Ceballos. Couple of options. Ziyech. Past one. Lays it off. Brilliant football. Diaz is there. There's number 3. Real Madrid clinical again. Ziyech, credit him where it's due. He's made this goal himself. Fancy feet. Decisive movement. Look at this. He picks it up in the middle. He says, I'll see you later. Past one. Feeds it off. Gets completely taken out, by the way. And what about that for a finish? Toe pokes it in the bottom corner. So there will be pretty much even now on goal difference if it stays this way for the final 3 minutes. But wait a minute. It's a good challenge by Vallejo. Can Real Madrid maybe even grab a fourth? Here is a chance now for Toni Kroos. He's fed it through the middle. Diaz is through on goal. He's cut one way. He's cut the other. But a good piece of defending right at the nick of time to stop him from grabbing his second. Here is Memphis. Dembele. Not a good challenge, or maybe not. They've taken it short. That's an absolute disaster. And the referee blows for full time. Real Madrid are back in the Champions League. With that result, could put them up into second or third, depending on how Copenhagen, of course, have done against Manchester City. No question, man of the match today would be Eden Hazard, but Diaz had a blinder when he came on. There is a look at the final stats, 9 to 6 attempts. Possession was even, though, and there, yes, man of the match was Hazard. So the other results, Porto beating Celtic, Barcelona won 5-0. Yeah, Man City did win, so that's good news technically for us, although it doesn't really matter too much as long as we win the remaining few games, of course. Monaco beating Dynamo Zagreb, PSG 0, Valencia 0. Liverpool beat Rangers, Man United beat Dynamo Zagreb. No, Dynamo Kiev. I don't know who Dynamo Zagreb are. Man United beat Dynamo Kiev, Atletico Madrid 4-2 winners as well. So yeah, we do go up into second now. The goal difference is pretty much the same, but we have scored more. I mean, Man City are through. Piece of cake for them. 4 wins out of 4. But at least we are back in contention for the Champions League. So Junior, there is explosive power up to a 90. Speed has increased as well. Courtois up to an 88. And Son has acquired the acrobatic finishing trait. Very nice. We'll probably go into training now, actually, and probably try and bolster someone else up. We've been offered the manager's position at Atletico Madrid. They really need to fix that. You know what I mean? It's like man, just like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer getting offered the job at Manchester City. Would he ever, in his wildest dreams, take that? No, he wouldn't. So that's another thing Konami have got to try and solve. The problem with our transfer budget is it's pathetic. So I feel like we may have to sell a player or two to get a decent centre-back. I think that's what we're missing right now. But yeah, that was a look at top player, ladies and gentlemen. What do you reckon? I don't know if I should try another one just to see, you know, ultimately, is it that much? I mean, look, Lyon had a few chances and possession. What I felt, though, with top player, you weren't cheated out as much. You know, the stats of players weren't boosted for them in the sense that Junior was actually quicker than most players, which he should be. So, yeah, I don't know. Should we stick to maybe just one more match against... Who are we playing here? Real Valladolid? Yeah, where are they lying? 8th, 4 wins, 1 draw, 4 defeats. Okay, so I think, I'm going to stick to top player for one more match, just to test it out, and then we'll get that out the way. If we win comfortably again in this match, I think, we stick to superstar, and I think we will anyway. But let's just have one more of a test to see how we get on. So we're going to bring Varane back today. The defensive line looks pretty good. Toni Kroos actually going to go for sort of a 1-3 or a 1-2 in this one. I'm going to start Felix finally, because he's up for it, and Ziyech came on, played well. I'll stick him in the middle. Then, of course, Hazard. We're going to start with Diaz today up top. Played well when he came on, and Junior, he's up to an 80 right now as a second striker, which is pretty good for an 18-year-old. Look at that explosive power, buzzing, and he's certainly got good dribbling as well, so he's a player to watch. And then we've got a couple of players on the bench we could bring on. Obviously, Militao at the back if needed. Rodrigo is another player I'd like to play more often. It's sort of mix and match, but right now Casemiro's down, Isco's down, so that's what we're going to go for. Pavon, I don't even know if I really want him anymore. Looking at him, he's decent, but I don't know. I may end up selling him, to be honest, because I've got other players that do the job, and I'm liking playing more of a narrow formation right now than anything else. So we return to La Liga on a beautiful day here in Spain. And Real Madrid bouncing back, of course, in the Champions League, winning 3-0 against Olympic Lyon. It's given them a shout now. They're playing well in the league. A bit of consistency's there, and they'll be hoping for the same in today's match. Real Madrid, they've switched it up lately. They've gone for a more narrow formation. It has been working for them. Here's Felix, fed out wide. Junior, how's the delivery? Back post. It was an inviting ball for Hazard, but a good defensive covering header. And now it's out for the corner. As Toni Kroos normally does whip in. A good delivery. Wasn't bad at all. Back to Carvajal. And it's going to be Felix with a go. Lovely touch there by Diaz. Just plucked it out of the air. Felix again. Nice turn by him. Ziyech. Of course, he came on and created the last goal. And this is a chance. See, we've got Thomas Muller as the referee today. Just having a word and checking everyone's hunky-dory. But yeah, it was Ziyech who got caught there. Well, he's got a good left foot. He's decided to tell Toni Kroos to let him have a go. And how is the free kick? Well, he couldn't even get it over the wall, so that's a little bit disappointing by him. And now here's Marcelo. Deflection. Cleared away. Cop. Kiko. Here is Plano. Now Valladolid so far this season lying in about 8th place. So it hasn't been the worst start for them. Of course, Real Madrid are still undefeated, but what about that for a ball over the top? But well played Navas, quickly off his line. And away he goes with Carvajal. Ziyech to Marcelo. Flicked on, Diaz. Nearly found Junior. It's a great leap there by Rafael Varane. Felix, there's the give and go. And he'll line it up. Oh, he hit that well, didn't he? Thought it would fly into the top corner. Antonito. Well played, Ziyech. Away he goes now. Real Madrid, they do have a lot of pace in this team now. It's almost scary at times. Well, Diaz might be offside there. Probably was. Doesn't matter anyway because he didn't get possession. Every single header at the moment is to Real Madrid. Well, Felix has done very well. Nearly got it back again. At some point you feel there's going to be a chance, and a clear one. Final 10 minutes. Kiko skips past Marcelo, but he can't get past Nacho. Here is Felix. Trying to find Junior there. We'll play Toni Kroos. And away he goes. He says, I might as well go this alone, because no one wants to cover me. No one wants to make the challenge. And for his standards, that is a missed opportunity. He just kept going here, and he had the strength and even the composure to cut past his man. He's got to hit the target. And there's a yellow card. Miguel into the book. High boot and an elbow. Toni Kroos, unsurprisingly there, or surprisingly should I say, got beaten to the ball. Well played Nacho. Junior. Felix back to him. Will he get there? No, he won't. Final few seconds of the half. Well, it hasn't been the most enthralling match so far. It's still goalless. You feel the second half for Real Madrid, they very well may turn the screw. So away we go, 45 minutes left to play. Looks like Luigi may have had a slight alteration to the tactics. And here's a chance now for Hazard. Surely he lays it across. There it is. What a start to the second half. They go two up top. Eden Hazard, we haven't seen him all game to be fair, but when he's in the thick of things, there simply is not many players better at doing what he does. Look at the way he lays this back. He's on his bike. He's got the pace and the awareness to slot it square for the easy tap-in. What a fantastic start to the second half, and that very well may hopefully get Real Valladolid out of their shell, because they've been quite poor so far in this match. Didn't have a single attempt on target in the first half. Shows how well Real Madrid defended as well. It wasn't so much Real Madrid defending. I mean, that's another poor pass there. The case of Real Madrid, that's a late one. Real Madrid working it well in the final third. And Thomas Müller this time whipping out a yellow card. Well, we know what he does now on his days off. He's a part-time La Liga referee. Oh, that was a late one, wasn't it, from behind? Well, Toni Kroos is probably going to take this one. He's told her, Ziyech, you had the last. I'm having this one, and I've hit the crossbar with an audacious finish. He's come back. What an effort that was. Kopp gets it out wide. This is better by Valladolid, working it forward. Wait a minute, they've got the luck of the draw there. A bit of a late challenge, but the referee said, well, you had a strike on goal, so the advantage had gone. And here's Toni Kroos now. Hazard, is he going to play through the middle? And when he does play through the middle, Hazard obviously gets on the ball a little bit more. He can orchestrate the play. Touched by Felix. Another player that could be very well a player to watch. Fed through. Hazard took it early. Good save in the end, though, by Masip. Well, 23 minutes left here at the Bernabeu. Real Madrid have that slight lead. They're still looking for the second goal. They've played some decent football today, that's for sure. Scoring right at the start of the second half, of course, did help the cause. But now's a chance for the away side if they can make the most of it. Well played, Rafael Varane. Real Madrid do have a bit of a rest after this game. About a week's worth of training and getting some priorities set for the big matches to come. Junior. Nice, lovely football by Real Madrid. It's Felix. Can he score? He can! And it's 2-0 Real Madrid. The young boy on the score sheets. And it's not exactly something Real Madrid haven't deserved. Once again, they start the quick football. Diaz to Junior to Felix, and the composure here to take his time and slot it with the left foot. Lovely touch inside. Plano. Varane's going to try and stay with his man in the middle. The ball's fed through. There is Varane. The ball's come out again. There's a strike. The first attempt they've had all game. Plano. Another good physical challenge. Ball over the top. But there is the full-time whistle. Real Madrid continue their 100% start winning record in this year's La Liga campaign. And Diaz is, well, he's nippy. He's got the gloves on, but he's more than willing to whip off the shirt. So there's a look at the stats. Pretty one-sided, pretty dominant display. 54-46% possession, 11-2 attempts. Man of the match was Diaz with that goal. Junior had a good game as well as Felix and Hazard. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I think on the balance of play, you've just seen there 2 matches on top player, and that shows you the difference between that and superstar. I made a couple of errors because I felt more comfortable on top player that I wasn't going to lose, and I could probably, you know, make a mistake or two, and it wasn't going to be punishable by the AI. But Valencia did win against Athletic Club. Levante lost. Eibar lost as well. We had Atletico Madrid winning 4-0. Barcelona won 3-0. Getafe winning 4-1. And Sevilla beating Leganes by 1-0. So it's still pretty tight at the top with Valencia continuing to win games. We're playing them, I believe, in 2 matches' time. Our goal difference is pretty good, plus 16. Atletico Madrid is still up there. Barcelona is still up there. But we still have to play Valencia, Atletico Madrid, Barcelona. So we still have to play the top 4 teams, top 3 teams there. Sevilla, I think we still have to play them as well. Bottom of the table, Vallecano, they just can't win a game. Been terrible. So there's Junior, still going. He's just plugging away. Odriozola's increased. Junior's up to an 80 as well. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we shall be back as we take on Girona. I'm probably going to be putting the next 2 matches in 2 separate games. And then I'll be back for a 2-legged affair for you guys to take a look at. So today obviously we had 2 matches for you guys to watch. Hope you guys enjoyed them. Then we'll take on Girona in the next game. That'll be a separate video. Valencia will be a separate video, but I will combine Copenhagen and Athletic Club, and then we'll sort of play it by ear. I'll probably do a separate video for this one and then combine these 2 matches. And yeah, we'll get moving pretty swiftly here as we come to the end of December, and that's when it gets tantalizing. We've got Atletico Madrid away, Sevilla at home, Barcelona away, all in the space of about a week. So that's going to be very, very tough. But yeah, we'll be back in the next episode. But there is a look. If you wanted me to play on top player, there's the reason why we're not doing it, because I think we'd win pretty much every game quite comfortably. But we'll be back shortly. Let me know your thoughts as always. Till next time, subscribe for more and take care.